Chief Executive Officer for RGB, my brother, the UN Resident Coordinator, Dr. Ozonie, the representative of the Africa Peer Review Mechanism, my real brother, you will get to know later, senior government officials that are present here today, fellow development partners, esteemed civil society organizations, private sector, the media fraternity, ladies and gentlemen, I want to observe all protocols. Moramutse Neza. Nitwa Fatmata Lovetta Sise. Muchinya Rwanda, Nitwa Jiramata. Enje yoguzi wishami injumu yango wabibunje rishimjwe itirambire Rwanda UNDP. Friends, I hope this is an assessment of my being in Rwanda for 7 months. And I do hope that all Rwandans here will allow me to mentor some people in the spirit of promoting Rwandan culture, starting with the right Kinyarwanda words. But to put my remarks into context, I really want to share a story and a conversation between a scientist and God. So if we're here and a bit skeptical about why we are on the 11th edition and why is RGB still getting us to do these indicators, this story may help us answer those questions. So the scientist said to God, we no longer need you. We clone people, we separate conjoined twins, we do heart transplants successfully. We do all these things that used to be miracles. God replied, this is fine with me, but let us prove it that you no longer need me. To prove it, let us make man, let us make a person, you and I. The only requirement is that we must use dust to make the person. The scientist says, great, I'm up for the challenge. He immediately ran to get the dust with his hand. God says, no, you make your own dust. Go get your own dust if you think you can make dust with man. We are not self-sufficient on our own as institutions. The importance of monitoring and following the work that we do remain very important. This is why it's a great honor for me to be here today at the launch of the governance scorecard for Rwanda as the new UNDP resident representative, only 7 months now. And I want to mention some of other key highlights that we have really enjoyed working together with the government of Rwanda. Just last month, I co-chaired the Justice, Reconciliation, Law and Order sector, a leadership retreat where we had the Chief Justice and the Minister of Justice and Attorney General present, many DPs and civil society organizations. Also, in these 7 months, we joined the Chief Justice to launch the Alternative Dispute Resolution, a center that we believe will really help to work and to reduce the case backlogs in courts. But most importantly, will ensure that we resolve disputes in mechanisms that are very relevant to our contexts. I also joined the Commissioner General for Rwanda's Correctional Services to launch the e-courts. E-courts allow people who are in correctional services to get their proceedings through virtual means, reducing transaction costs as well as delays or postponement of cases. So today, which marks another important occasion, is an opportunity to witness the commitment of the government of Rwanda and its people towards strengthening good governance, accountability, and transparency through such an important accountability framework. The launch of this scorecard marks a significant milestone in Rwanda's ongoing efforts to ensure that governance remains responsive and effective for all citizens. It is a testament to the visionary leadership of Rwanda And we at UNDP are proud to support these efforts as we work together towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals and fostering inclusive and sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today at this significant event, the launch of the Rwanda Governance Scorecard 11th edition. I am honored again to stand before you as a representative of UNDP, a proud partner of this important initiative led by the Rwanda Governance Board. Let me express my gratitude to the Rwanda Governance Board for their relentless dedication to promoting transparency, accountability, and effectiveness across various governance sectors in Rwanda. This scorecard is a testament to Rwanda's commitment to good governance and its continuous pursuit of excellence in public service. I also want to highlight that the 11th edition of the Rwanda Governance Scorecard is really happening at a pivotal moment as Rwanda closes the chapter of the implementation of NST1 and opens up for the implementation of NST2, but also as the world strives to recover from the socioeconomic impact of numerous global challenges, and Rwanda's focus on strengthening governance framework is ever more so important at this time. The scorecard provides us with valuable insights into the nation's governance landscape, offering a clear picture of where we are excelling, and where we are called upon to focus on improvement efforts. And I think that's particularly why we like the scorecard. It is not only showcasing where we think we're doing very well, but showcasing important areas. Ladies and gentlemen, my speech included a whole section summarizing some of the key highlights of the scorecard, but I will completely rob off the person who's going to do that presentation if I attempt to do this. But I want to just mention one. It's a sneak peek that I'm giving you so you become more looking forward to the presentation. The findings of the scorecard reflect both achievements and challenges. As said, we have seen remarkable progress in areas such as safety and security, and this has remained consistent in all the years of the scorecard. It reminds me of a mathematical ratio of a country where 1/3 of the people pay another 1/3 as security guards to protect them against 1/3. So let's see if 3/3 equal a whole. But it just means many people will have to pay another 1/3 of people because another 1/3 is deprived. So why don't we make it better for everyone instead of really having to protect ourselves for others? So this is why at UNDP we believe that effective governance is foundational to sustainable development. It is the bedrock which we build resilient, inclusive, and prosperous societies. Therefore, we remain committed to supporting Rwanda through initiatives that aim not only to assess governance, but also to foster dialogue on continuing reform and innovation. We are not only here to listen to a presentation, but we want an engagement. And in particular, for the UN system and development partners, how can we walk the journey together to continue to make these results better? And this is in line with Rwanda's Vision 2050 and our commitment to the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals. We pledge to continue our support for Rwanda's strategic priorities. Our focus is steadfast on programs that promote rule of law, enhance political and civil rights, and foster economic governance that benefits everyone. Another small analogy that reminds us that if you give a hungry farmer beans to plant, this is not even if, it's an experience that happened, they will dig the hole and cover it and put the beans in the pocket because they still need to eat. They will go home and cook the beans and eat them. You, the farmer, will wait for months. You don't see anything that sprouts up. So be sure when you're giving a farmer the seed to plant that he is well fed. And this reminds me again of a popular German saying that believe is good, but control is better. We know institutions will do the right thing, but it's important to continue to look at what they are doing. Since the inception of Rwandan Governance Scorecard, again, we have seen a lot of improvement. But we are going to hear that from the presenter. Let me conclude by calling upon all stakeholders, government, private sector, civil society, and development partners to collaborate more. And we also call on you to join us at UNDP and the Rwanda Governance Board. Let us dig deeper on why some sectors are backsliding, and let us support to achieve the Rwanda we want. In the words of my boss who talks about it in Africa, it is also the Rwanda we need. As we say in Rwanda for together, Tirukumwe, let us use the insights from this scorecard to spearhead effective reforms and innovate solutions that will elevate the quality of governance in this beautiful Rwanda. Murakoze Chane, thank you very much.